Welcome back. Daily show. I'm on vacation, kind of. Chief Diveley back in from East-Alton Fire Department. This is really cool. You guys are having a really neat fundraiser coming up Saturday, May the 2nd, the BBQ Music Fundraiser, and also there's a clay shooting component on this too. This is a big day.
Yeah, it's a big day. Kind of two fundraisers in one. We always do barbecue at the Soapbox Derby in the fall every year, and that's always really, really popular. We've had people over the years ask us if we would ever consider doing another one, possibly in the spring. Mm-hmm. So we've talked about doing a clay shoot in conjunction with Winchester for years too, and so we finally decided to go ahead and get that going this year. So we're going to be having a clay shoot that day. Got about 8 teams participating in that, and they'll shoot, and the awards are actually going to take place at the barbecue.
Nice.
Which will be at the East-Alton American Legion, and the barbecue itself is open to the general public, whether you're shooting, not shooting. You can come on down, get some of our barbecue. It's going to be the same pulled pork we make at the Soapbox Derby, and then we'll have some other stuff going on too. So we'll do the awards for the clay shoot there, kind of merge those fundraisers together, and the Legion will sell drinks, we'll sell food, we'll have live music by Cabin Fever, we'll have some raffles, items to raffle off, 50-50, we got a gun raffle going, so quite a bit going on, and it should be a pretty good day.
Well, this is going to be cool, and the proceeds go back to the fire department?
Yeah, they'll go back to the fire department. They're earmarked essentially for equipment.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so everything we use is expensive, unfortunately, and requires a lot of maintenance and all that. So anytime we can, bring in a few extra bucks to kind of make that process smoother, the better off we are.
Well, and too, Chief, and not to go down the rabbit hole, but with you guys being a smaller community, funding and grants and all those things are a little bit harder, I'm sure.
Sure.
And so to have the community rally around and really make it that community-wide fundraiser, I'm sure it's a really big feeling there.
Yeah. I mean, the smaller you are,
the harder you have to work.
The harder you have to work, the more difficult it can be to budget.
Mm-hmm.
Because the price of things, that's out of your control. But some of the stuff that we have and we use obviously is things that we need to have and use, so we can't not have it. Sometimes we just got to get a little creative with how we come up with those funds, and we've been fortunate over the years to have good community partners and a good group of guys that are willing to dedicate their time, their skills to put together some fundraisers like these and hopefully make a little bit of money for the fire department.
Well, I'm just ready for the Code 3 dog here on May the 2nd. I'm kind of bummed I'm out of town right now.
Well, yeah, you just have to come see us in September at the Soapbox then.
This is cool. So you guys are starting to serve food at 3 p.m.
Yep.
And it's running until you guys are out?
It'll pretty much run until we sell out. We're anticipating similar crowds to like what we have at the Soapbox Derby.
Get pretty busy?
We usually get pretty busy, and we usually do end up selling out. But you get there, towards the beginning of the event, even towards the middle end of the event, we usually do still have some food. So, come on down, come hang out, come listen to some music, support the Legion, support us, and have a good time.
And just enjoy it, man. I think it's really cool. And I really appreciate this. It says you can also donate to send a basket, a container to Destin, Florida. That's really nice of you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's a long DoorDash.
I think it's cool, though, to be able, you guys are always out there in serious situations, mm-hmm. and don't never take that lightly, because we need you guys. And to have a day, I'm sure, to let the hair down a little bit and just be a part of the community, it's got to be good for the team, too. And still, while you guys are on top of that, still working and maintaining the
absolutely,
function.
yeah. So, and just like at the Soapbox Derby and like at this, we've got guys that are on duty 24/7, 365, like always, that'll be available to run calls and things like that. But yeah, they still, they can still kind of get away from the station.
I got a question. Yeah. Does that go to the younger guys normally? Like, do they have to work the Soapbox Derby while the older guys get to go have fun, or what's that look like?
The schedule's set. If guys, if they want to, trade shifts, take, it's up to them. But we have a process. Yeah, certainly.
Like it.
But yeah, so yep,
super cool. Cabin Fever 4 to 8 p.m.
Yes, yep. Cabin Fever will be there playing live music 4 to 8 p.m. If you've never seen them, very very good band, local guys. So looking forward to that. And like I said, it's always good. It's always good to interact with the public, especially in more friendly and fun, favorable circumstances. So it's good to see everybody. It's good to get our guys together doing things that, are a little bit different than what we normally do. It's good for morale for us. It's obviously good because we can raise a little money, and then we get to see the public and interact with them as well. So
absolutely. I'm a little nosy here, Chief. What's the silent auction game going on
so
over
we're still collecting items for that, and anybody out there, if you have a business or anything or something you want to donate to help support us, we'll certainly accept those things. But we've got couple handmade washer sets. We've got some really cool. A guy lives in town. It's actually a retired East-Alton police officer. It's his father-in-law. He makes these really cool like model trucks and cars.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So we got a fire truck. We got like a bucket truck, like an Ameren, like a linesman's truck.
Those are the things that you can only get for like your bar, your outsource, like those type of event. You know what I'm saying? You aren't going to find
they're definitely
that in the store.
definitely unique. He makes them by hand, and we got a handful of those, as well as some other things that we'll have available for people to try to win or bid on.
Take me through the gun raffle. What are we winning?
So we've got a Beretta A400 Extreme. It's a 12 gauge shotgun, really nice shotgun. It's valued at about $2,200. Through Pysol Armory, we'll be raffling that off.
That's cool.
If you're not interested in that particular firearm, or already have something similar, you can use the same amount of credit to get what you want. Or if you don't want or aren't interested in a firearm at all, you can always take the cash option, which is $2,000. So,
wow.
Yep. So we got plenty of those tickets available for sale too. They're actually selling them now. If you want to get one ahead of time, you can contact anybody at the East-Alton Fire Department. Come by the station. We got them.
How much are they?
They're $20 a piece, and we're only selling 200. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
That's how you do that.
Yeah.
I'm actually in on that. Am I allowed to play?
Sure.
I didn't know if this was like one of those radio station deals because the host can never call into the same
Yeah.
I've tried a few times.
Yeah.
So what I think is cool is the fact that it's all really affordable. A pulled pork sandwich, if I do get paid to speak, Chief, $6, and from a bulk container being $12, you got a 4th pound all beef hot dog for $6. The code 3 looks awesome with the hot dog top with pulled pork for $8.
Yeah, that's pretty popular. Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
and there's the hot dogs. They're the quarter pound all beef hot dogs. We get them from we get all the meat from Seavers Market in East-Alton. Shout out to them. They always help us out tremendously with that, both with ordering that in for us, giving us a great deal, and then storing it for us until we're ready to use it. Really do appreciate that. Like I said, we've had a lot of community support. A couple big sponsors for this event, Datatronics, which is local in Godfrey. They do a lot of mobile radio and communications type work for first responders and others. But one of our vendors we utilize quite a bit. They're sponsoring this at the title level, and then 1-800 Board Up is also sponsoring. They're an organization that helps with after fire. Or after emergency situations where the homeowner might need their house boarded up, secured, things like that. And they are tremendous to the fire service around here. They're constantly sponsoring things, putting together trainings and things like that. So, and then our friends at Fisher Lumber right across the street from the firehouse. They're sponsoring as well, and so is Wheeland Rolled Metals.
Really
in
cool.
East-Alton. So yeah.
I like this.
Yep. And then of course Winchester, obviously hosting us for the trap shoot, helping us put that together. They've been a great help also. So
you guys need a sales job or anything? Because that's pretty impressive. That's a lot of spots.
I do. Like I said, we this kind of stuff. Smaller communities.
That's
we
awesome.
can't do it without that kind of support, and we're thankful for them for sure.
You got a moment to take a quick break with me?
Yeah.
Sure. I got to pay a quick bill. We'll come back, chat it up a little bit more. You guys stay there, and I'll be here.
Firearms training shouldn't feel intimidating. At Precision Point Armory in Bethalto, we focus on safety, confidence, and real-world skills. Whether you're new or renewing your concealed carry, you'll get professional instruction without pressure. Learn safe handling, sound decision-making, and proper techniques tailored to your experience level. If you're looking for premium firearms training in the heart of Bethalto, Illinois, call 618-779-9947 or go to precisionpointarmory.net and train with confidence today.
Struggling with depression that just won't go away? At Precision TMS, we offer a non-invasive, drug-free treatment designed to target the areas of the brain linked to mood regulation. Using FDA-cleared transcranial magnetic stimulation, gentle magnetic pulses help reactivate underperforming brain circuits without surgery or sedation. Many patients experience real relief, even after other treatments haven't worked. Our experienced team provides personalized care every step of the way. Contact Precision TMS today to see if TMS therapy is right for you.
Accidents happen in a heartbeat, but lives change forever. Whether it's a car crash, workplace injury, medical malpractice, or wrongful death, you don't have to face the consequences alone. Keith Short and Associates brings over 33 years of experience and a reputation for fighting fiercely for your rights. For relentless representation that you can trust, call Keith Short and Associates at 618-254-0055 today for a free consultation.
What's up? It's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? What's good, my guy? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Tom Wells, an assistant chief of the Godfrey Fire District. He has been a firefighter and an EMT for over 20 years. Tom is currently an instructor in the Lewis and Clark Paramedicine program and has 2 degrees from LC, fire science and nursing.
I'm Tom Wills, and I'm a trailblazer.
If you think you might be pregnant, you don't have to face it alone. At Vitality Women's Clinic, you'll find the care you deserve. We offer confidential, no-cost pregnancy testing, ultrasounds, and STI testing. Our team is here to listen, support you, and help you understand your options without pressure or judgment. Walk in or make an appointment today. Call 618-466-1690 or visit vitalitywomensclinic.org. Vitality Women's Clinic, clear answers, real support.
Welcome back, Daily Show. Back in with Chief Diveley. I am so glad I asked you before, because I would have done that the entire damn time, too. You know, how long have you been chief over at East-Alton?
So I took over as chief May 1st of last year. So
wow.
just under a year. Yep.
How's the year been?
It's been a lot, but you know, it's been a very busy year. A lot of interesting things with the fire department and around town, and yeah, it's been pretty good.
How long have you been with East? Is this just overall first year with him? Or?
No. I got hired full time back in 2013.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and then I was paid on call with Roxana Fire Department for a few years before that. So.
Really cool. Mm-hmm. And now, we were just talking during the break. You guys are looking pretty good on numbers, aren't you?
Yeah. So we were what is referred to as a combination department. So we have career staffing that works a regular shift, mans the station around the clock, and then we're supplemented by paid-on-call firefighters that essentially carry a pager or get alerted when we need extra help, and then they'll respond, in their personal vehicles or to the scene or to the station, whatever it is we need. When I took over, I think we had 4 paid on call at the time. Been very fortunate here. The last several months, I've had a lot of good people come into the department. We now have 8 paid on call. Wow. So basically doubled the numbers there, and a lot of them getting through their initial training, getting certified with the fire marshal's office, and have been a very good asset to the department.
Fantastic. Yeah. Well, and I'd be remiss, we all would be. You guys have had a pretty busy couple of months, and really, mm-hmm. I think it's a big testament to going into this fundraiser. It's just the response efforts you guys had, especially with that major fire over there by China Star, and everything mm-hmm. else. And it's got to be, I think, really a big notion, hopefully for the public to realize just the amount of work that you guys have been under lately. Yeah.
It's been a pretty busy start to the year. Had a string of pretty big fires there, but just basically beginning of the calendar year on, we've been relatively consistent, and and we set a record number last year for total incidents, and we're on pace to probably do that again. Wow. Which has kind of been the trend area wide with all the fire departments. We've just been busier and busier, running more and more calls. And like I said, I mean, it's just tough for smaller communities to, kind of be able to continue to do that. And the way you do it is by having good people on your department and that are willing and ready to do what needs to be done.
That's the biggest thing. The second thing we can do is the community has come together and support events like this and raise money and just say thank you guys too, because you can stop by Saturday, May the 2nd. This is at the East-Alton American Legion. Where's that located?
That's on East-Alton Avenue. Anybody that's from the area is probably familiar with the Dome in Wood River, the golf ball or whatever you call it. So essentially, it's right down there, right by that. Yep. So
fantastic. It starts what time? 3:00.
So the barbecue will open up to the public around 3:00.
Okay.
The band goes on at 4. And we'd love to have you out and love to see you.
And your clay shoot, you're going pretty well. You're doing good on numbers.
Yeah. So with the clay shoot, because there's limited fields that can be shot from. Right. The most we were going to be able to take was 12. We ended up having 8 teams. First year doing this, it's a little bit new, so getting the word out. Also, there's a few other things going on with prom and Kentucky Derby, and then there's I believe there's another maybe some sort of an NRA event or something happening locally. So we were competing with that a little bit, but
it's awesome.
Yeah, good turnout, and it's year one. This is something we're really hoping we can build into a big event that people look forward to every year. So.
Absolutely. Well, and seriously, I think it's great to even get that, especially being first year and all the other stuff going on, and you guys can be a part of the barbecue fundraiser opportunity. Just listen to some great. It's like a block party, is what it is. In a way.
Yeah,
just
more or
at
less.
the American Legion.
Yep. And hopefully, if we got good weather, they've got an outside pavilion and things like that too. So we can have a nice spring day and enjoy some barbecue.
Fantastic. Now, do you have any individual that what their order is when they're coming up to the? At this point, do you guys have your regulars?
There's probably more than we can count. Yeah. Yep.
That's really cool, man. We'll see you there. Barbecue, music, and that fundraiser component. You can have the silent auction, the gun raffle, win the Beretta or an equivalent and spend or take home $2,000 in cash. Listen to the Cabin Fever Band, and again, the sponsors really putting this on. It's cool too.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. We couldn't do it without them.
Anything else to add for this, Chief?
No, other than we look forward to seeing everybody. Hope you can make it, and if you can, we'll see you then.
Fantastic. We'll take a quick break here, and I won't see you because I'm still out of town. But Saturday, May the 2nd. They want to see you at East-Alton, and go have a good time, raise some great funds, and really just support a good cause. So take a quick break, and we'll come right back after